Alright, let's crank up some top plays of the week for week 1 of the GBA, and I'll be your host, Danza, Crobat for the win, and let's get started right now. At number 5, we've got Miguel's Hydreigon, the Wish Patching into Hydreigon, and his prediction. He's going to start out with Florges versus Jirachi. Nips's Jirachi was the one thing that held his team together, and Mega Mogwai, Miguel, just had to break through Jirachi. And if he could do that, then he has the game at this point. He Wish Passes into Hydreigon, and predicts the Jirachi to stay in rather than switch out into Mega Altaria. And let's just add a little more insult to injury. Miguel's Hydreigon is carrying Flash Cannon, so Nips's last hope at victory, Mega Altaria, is pretty much in KO range to anything due to that Flash Cannon. In the number 4 spot, we have Steve, Magnitude's Yachiberry Landorus T. Steve had just switched out Suicune, basically Thunderbolt bait, for this now Mega Evolving Mega Man Manectric. He does Mega Evolve, and Steve had made the great prediction. He does go for the Thunderbolt after he gets the Intimidate off. Now this is when the Yachiberry kicks in. That Mega Man Manectric goes for the Hidden Power Ice. It does not KO Landorus T, and as a result, Landorus T can get off an Earthquake that'll send that Mega Man Manectric to an earthy grave. In the number 3 spot, we have Age-Rive's Nidoqueen and his Flamethrower prediction. He goes out to Nidoqueen against the Clefable and predicting the switch into Skarmory. Instead of going for Sludge Wave, he goes for Flamethrower, sending that Skarmory's HP all the way down to 1. That Skarmory gets a Salackberry off, but since he has Mega Sableye on his team, there is no way that the opponent would bother to set up Stealth Rocks or anything. He's just going to go for Brave Bird and kill himself at this point. That's about it. Nidoqueen takes less than half and ends up essentially KOing that Skarmory. One threat down early. At number 2, we have Hank the Pidgey's HP Electric Alomomola, which was very unexpected. He initially starts out with a Scald to bluff that he doesn't have it, gets a burn. But that Gyarados is going to carry Lumberry. Not very good, obviously, for Hank. He's in a tough spot because that Gyarados is starting to set up. He actually sets up to +2/+2, which is really bad, because otherwise it would sweep his team. If he didn't have this HP Electric Alomomola, that does about half at where the Gyarados was right there. Goes for a Stone Edge. That would be a 2-hit KO. So, HP Electric will lead Gyarados to fall, and will lead Hank to a victory. In the number 1 spot, we have Shady Penguin's Melodic using Mirror Coat against this Raikou. Now at this point in the match, John actually had a bit of an upper hand because he knew that his Raikou basically destroyed everything else on Shady's team. It outspeeds, and it was Scarfed. So that Raikou feels pretty safe going for a Thunderbolt, doesn't it? Against a Water type? Are you kidding? It's going to do a little over half, but then Shady goes in for the kill, surprises him with a Mirror Coat that'll lead John to lose his win condition, and when he lost his win condition, he essentially lost the match. Melodic will lead Shady to victory. So our best of the best champion is going to be Shady Penguin's Mirror Coat Milotic. Next week, I'm going to allow you guys to vote the number 1 play next week versus Shady Penguin's Mirror Coat Milotic, and only one will be best of the best champion. As I said, I just need you guys to vote next week on which play would be better. Obviously, we gotta wait until next week happens, so I can't wait to see you then.